It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The following podcast is brought to you exclusively by the Rad Rob Radio Network. Welcome to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. A hard-hitting, in-depth, cutting-edge look into the world of bowling. This podcast will not only cover all things bowling, but will also give you a raw look into real-life issues. You'll get unfettered access into the mind of one of the most gifted bowlers of this or any other generation. So without further ado, let's introduce you to the hosts of the show. Rad Rob, Rob Francois. Rad Rob, Rob Francois. Dr. Ocho. Dr. Ocho. And the incomparable Johnny Petraglia Jr. Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Hey guys, welcome back to Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. I am your host, Rad Rob, Rob Francois. As always, I am joined by my co-host. He is the resident house bowler with the big red wiffle bat. He is the only masked bowler on this show. He's also the resident doctor of Straight Up 5 and a recent proud papa. Good evening, Dr. Ocho.
Rob, I'm reading the promo that we have for this supplement company that's advertising so smartly on Rad Rob's radio network with Turtles Indeed. And I'm wondering, which of the vitamins do you take from them? Can you tell us? Because I think we need to follow your regimen for now.
Also joining us is the third member. He is the man with a name on the marquee. He is the sexiest man in the world. He is also, well, he's still kind of debilitated. But he's still here because he is a professional, and he is my good friend, Mr. Johnny Petraglia Jr. Good evening, sir.
Can't hear you. On mute.
You're on mute, Johnny.
Oh, don't make him reach too far. He doesn't have a splinter. He's here, unlike Rob.
I was just saying it's good to see you guys. I thought for sure that I hit the mute button this time, but apparently I didn't. Rob, it's good to see you doing well after your trick-or-treating fiasco. I hope everything's okay.
Yeah, I mean, he did. He completed his steps like 3/4 of the way through trick-or-treating, so of course he needed 2 days to recoup. You know, JP's got a freaking, his legs just fell off last week, but he's here. But Rob, walked 8 feet and, had to take a month off.
8 feet. That's brutal. That's
well, it's better than your splinter when you quit a month. You had a splinter that didn't even get infected, and you were out for a month. I think it was.
No, you're right about that, Ocho. You're right about that.
It did lodge under the skin, though. So I mean, I can understand. And iodine was a shortage, with the baby formula too.
We are here live on Facebook. Dave Picow, good evening, sir. Johnny is on the mend. Better than last week, I guess. Right, Johnny?
John, Dave, thanks for the well wishes, guys. Definitely better than last week. Sitting is the main problem right now. I can actually get up and walk around a little bit now. Got roughly anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes on my feet before I've got to lay down and get parallel to the ground, But in general, so far, just sticking with what the doctor said to do and really over resting. The only thing that's really going bananas is my brain, because you know what it's like when you can do whatever you want, and being able to do whatever you want and being lazy is one thing, but not being able to do anything at all makes me really not lazy, because all I really want to do right now is is walk. And
picture
go walk.
Johnny Petraglia's brain like the lottery balls before they get picked, and they're all just bouncing around in that skimmer thing, before they pick the pick six and all the balls. That's his brain right now as he's laying there, because he's got 1,000 things that he could be doing, and he's like, and I'm here.
Exactly. I've never watched so many baseball games front to back with no breaks in my life.
And this isn't like me poking fun. That's literally that's a detriment. I get it.
My teammate Dave says, sounds like I'm good to go next week. Apparently I won three of my 4 points last night. I wasn't even there. So magically team's still doing
That's your best
okay.
night so far.
It is, yeah, best one in a while for sure. John, good luck with the knee consultation for the knee surgery tomorrow. Well wishes to you, bro. So Rob, go ahead.
Big news, buddy. Yeah, big news out of the PBA. So this is funny. And this shows that people from the PBA listen to the show and watch this show. We blasted them, more specifically, I blasted them last week for not putting up their 2023 schedule. And lo and behold, a week later, they put it up. And not only is it up, but some big changes, Johnny.
Yeah, I actually didn't look too much into it. I figured you would. And then as you explained it, I would go with it. So I saw a lot of positivity on Facebook regarding where they're going, some destinations that were pretty, sought after places to go bowl for a long time. But go ahead, Rob, open it up for me. What you got there?
Yeah, let me read the press release on PBA.com.
They're all bowling alleys that they're going to, right? Like these sought after places. We're not actually talking about like Hawaii or something like that, or like
no tennis resorts or golf clubs
anything
like that. Yeah,
smart on their part.
It is. Major championships are the focus of the 2023 Guaranteed Rate PBA Tour. Yes, Guaranteed Rate is back on Fox. For the first time in PBA Tour history, all 5 majors will air live on network television, beginning with the U.S. Open on Fox broadcast channel in February. The PBA Tournament of Champions, PBA World Championship, USBC Masters, and PBA Players Championship will also air live on Fox throughout the season. All 2023 major champions will be entered into the PBA Super Slam Cup, which will air live on Fox in May. Plus, all majors and the Super Slam Cup will feature additional live televised coverage of match play rounds prior to the championship finals.
Whoa, that's a big deal.
It is.
Sure is.
Jason Belmonte, a 6-time PBA Player of the Year and candidate for a record-tying 7th award in 2022, holds the all-time record with 14 major championships and is just one of 2 players, along with Mike Albee, to complete the Super Slam of all 5 majors in his career. Belmonte will have the opportunity at the U.S. Open to become the first player ever to complete the Super Slam twice. In addition to the majors, the PBA and Fox schedule will feature World Series of Bowling 14, including 3 animal pattern events, cheetah, scorpion, and shark, and the return of USA versus the World, in addition to the PBA World Championship, the 3rd major of the season. Special events airing in 2023 include the Go Bowling PBA Celebrity Event, PBA Junior National Championship, PBA Collegiate National Championship, and the PBA League Bowler Certification National Championship Clash. The PBA Elite League will compete in late September at Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine, in which 8 hours of live coverage on FS1 will showcase the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals of the Elias Cup playoffs.
Wow.
The full PBA Tour season will also feature 8 additional title events in 8 different markets, which will be streamed or broadcast. The PBA welcomes back Guaranteed Rate, one of the top 5 retail mortgage lenders in the United States, and Pabst Blue Ribbon, Pabst PBR, an American lager beer sold by Pabst Brewing Company, as well as a returning partner in Go Bowling. So, big news. Number 1, Guaranteed Rate is back. They're partnering with Go Bowling, and we're going to get 8 events, either online or broadcasts, that we never got before. And instead of starting out with the players, Johnny, they're starting out with the U.S. Open. That's a pretty big change.
Yeah, it's actually seems rather exciting as opposed to years past. As I see one of our listeners, Kyle, says there's no West Coast stops. Can you tell us where we are going this year? Because I heard saw on Facebook that we had a stop at Carolier in North Brunswick.
I'm glad you asked.
Yes, please.
Well, he said Bayside, so that's the West Coast, because Zach Morris and AC Slater are from there, California.
Ocho, what's up, Bo?
Good job.
Ocho, that was close, but no cigar. Very good, sir.
So we're starting off in February on the 4th with the U.S. Open in Indianapolis, Woodland Lanes. PBA Collegiate Championship will be held from the same arena or same bowling center. The PBA Celebrity event will be in Phoenix. That's technically West Coast, right? Kind of.
Celebrity event, though, so it's not an actual event that guys can compete in. But go ahead.
The TOC is in March. We'll be at the Riviera Lanes in Fairlawn, Ohio.
That's awesome. Historic venue.
As well as
about that on the last show.
Yep, the Junior Nationals will be held there too. The Masters will be at Thunder Bowl.
And Allen Park, Michigan?
It says Detroit, but I'm sure it's in the suburbs.
Perfect.
USA versus the World will be at Bolero in Wauwatosa,
Wisconsin. Mm-hmm.
As well as the rest of the World Series of Bowling titles or tournaments. The Players will be held from Bolero, North Brunswick in North Brunswick, New Jersey.
Okay, good. So they brought a major back to the old stomping grounds.
That's nothing like Carolina. Back. Yeah, those other bowlers don't know how to hack. Yeah.
The Super Slam Cup will be at Bolero, Jupiter in Florida. And the PBA League Elias Cup playoffs will be from Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine. So no mention on the TV schedule of Carolier. So it might be one of those 8 events that are either streaming or maybe on FS1 or one of their other 50 channels. So, but that's the TV schedule.
Since I'm local, I'll put the damn thing out. I'll get the camera out there. I'll broadcast the thing right on Rad Rob Turtles Network.
Let me see if I could find the actual, if they release the whole schedule on their website. Let's see, the national tour. I can get you an answer. Oh, here we go.
If Kelly Kapowski shows up to that event, I'm going out to Bayside.
It's in Maine. Sure. It's not in California.
Jesus, Ocho.
All right, so Kelly's an East Coast chick now. Maybe she likes to hunt. Maybe she likes to hunt whitetail. Who knows, man? Maybe she came like Ocho, survivalist.
So after the U.S. Open is the PBA Springfield Classic in Springfield, Missouri. Then there's the Shawnee Classic in Shawnee, Oklahoma. The Wichita Classic in Wichita, Kansas. The Jackson Classic in Jackson, Michigan.
These are clever names for the title, for the tournament names.
True.
Totally
then the TOC, then the Kokomo Classic in Kokomo, Indiana. The Masters in Allen Park. The World Series is in Milwaukee. The Players is in North Brunswick. The Roth-Holman PBA Doubles Championship is in Middletown, Delaware. Super Slammed in...
The Players isn't on TV?
It is. I'm going off the complete schedule now.
Oh, but you just said that the Carolier Lanes was one of these extras, but that's the Players in North Brunswick. Unless I wasn't listening because I'm watching the game.
No, that's what it is. The Players is in Carolier.
Did Carolier change their name to Bolero, North Brunswick?
Oh, yes, that's them now. Yes.
Okay, and that's why I was confused. I didn't know that. So you're right. The Players will be at Carolier.
Son of a bitch!
Why would you change the name of a legendary center like that? That's fucking retarded.
Because they probably threw a ton of money at them, and they were like, "Okay, we could use that."
That's fair.
Bingo.
The tour finals will be Arlington, Washington. The League Bowler Certified Clash, Wisconsin. We already covered that. There's a strike against breast cancer mixed doubles in Houston, and then rounding it off. Lucy. Yep, and then rounding it off is the league in Portland. So
they got a nice schedule. Kyle is right. They don't get very westbound. But then again, they've always come west. They've been coming westbound nonstop. I mean, South Point has housed the World Series however many years over the last decade. I mean, it's probably nice for them to visit all these other cities. And honestly, when you're mentioning cities like Shawnee, Oklahoma, and Wichita, Kansas, and places in Michigan and shit like that, and Carolier and New Jersey and Florida, you're at least going to big bowling cities, so cities where the fan base is still there. I mean, we always tease Vegas saying it's like, oh, Vegas is the new bowling capital of the world, but not really at the professional level because the fan base is so minimal here. And going to places like that, I actually think it's really nice to see him actually going back to a tour of random cities this time.
Random cities, a lot of Midwest stuff too. So, I mean, that's, the heart of the country right there. So, big bowling areas.
Is it Nicole's birthday yet again? We usually shout
happy birthday, Nicole Neff.
It happens once a year, so I mean,
I know. I think it's only been about 5 months, but like we could just get it over with now.
Boo Nelson, I love that name, by the way.
Boo's a good bowler. He's a full roller that actually curves the ball. It's
no
cool.
shit. Yeah. Tony Cabrera says Vegas is not the bowling capital. That's true.
Yes, I agree. I agree, Tony. I don't know. I actually remember even when they took the title away from Detroit, but anyway. That's for a discussion for a later date. They call it the capital just because the amount of lane beds that are here per
Detroit
bowler
is known as the bowling capital.
It was. Is
that why Jerome Bettis is such a good bowler since he's from Detroit? Well, plus he used to go bowling, but I mean, it's.
I'm not sure. I mean, if you want to say that it is, why not? Totally.
It's Ocho's world.
It is Ocho's world. So yeah, let's just go with that. Let's go with that. Rob, you had brought up a topic earlier that really intrigued me, and I feel like it'd be a good way for all the newer nerds and the older nerds to nerd out. You said you had some bowling game video game clips, so we can take a trip down memory lane as far as the gaming world of bowling, since you're so avid. And I think now your resume is up to what, like 20 some odd titles in this newest game.
Yeah, I'll give you my stats here in a second. Can you guys take this for 1 second? I have a major work call right now, so I'm bouncing.
Whoa, yeah, we can do that. Dan,
I'll tell you. We were talking earlier about you were worried about the baseball game, like affecting like the viewership. None of these nerds know real sports, like what I'm saying. That's all right.
Bowlers know sports. I mean,
I know. That one I didn't even want to say, but I had to. Ocho,
well, our generation, at least. The younger ones, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. They only know like big red wiffle bat bowling, and that's all. Go ahead, do your thing. Get to that chat, Johnny.
I was just saying, Dan, thank you very much for the well wishes. And Detroit bowling is 100% legit. Nicole's obviously here celebrating her birthday. We'll say that again now that we're speaking a little bit more clearly. Nicole Neff, happy birthday. Everybody in the chat.
She's going to be like 90 in a couple weeks.
Please wish Nicole Neff a happy birthday.
Everybody wish Nicole a happy birthday again.
Since I'm obviously not bowling at least for 3-4 more weeks, and that's assuming Rochelle actually lets me go out and bowl, because I'm telling you, even when I'm healthy, she's going to try and make me not, just to make sure it doesn't happen again. But how's your bowling been going?
I'm using a big red wiffle bat. It was.
You still averaging 230 or whatever it is?
No, I never did. Matter of fact, I started off slow. I just, I'm throwing the ball good again as usual with my superior equipment from the early '80s. I think it was. You told me it was from. All right, it wasn't that old, but we had a night. Matter of fact, I'll tell you, because Rob doesn't care. We actually had our best night as a team. Just my nephew, who's not a bowler, me, I'm an athlete, I can do anything, and John L., who just sometimes just dials it in. First game, he goes 9 spare off the sheet for a 290. My nephew shoots like a 200. I have 9 spare, 9 spare. Then I throw strikes until the 10th. I open in the 10th. At one point, it was a 246. You betcha. Missed the 10 pin just because I felt bad for the other team. Okay, that's not true. I suck. We had 16 strikes in a row at one point on a 3-man team. It was a pretty wild thing. And one of those things where the lanes just held because the way those guys were throwing it, they were slopping up our hang spot, which just made it easy for us. We just had to get it to that area and watch it roll in. All we had to do was get it to that spot. We had 20 boards by the end of the night. John L shoots 6. Oh, here's a good one. John L needs a 189 to shoot a 700. He's got a 184 and a fill ball coming up. He dumps it in the gutter. Yeah, we got to get Yes, and I said, nice 690 something because I couldn't add that quick.
Oh, John L., what are you doing, man?
I know, and he was all sore, but he got over it real quick. My nephew shot it. He's got a 150, I think a 156 average maybe. Shoots a 608 or a 612 or something like that.
Wow.
All he had to do was throw it. I kept telling him, throw it to 1 o'clock. See, I'm a good coach.
And that's
wherever you're standing, throw it to one, not digital, on an analog clock.
So he listens to this one tip, and he bowls 150 pins over his average. You really are the doctor.
Look, sometimes
how are you, Mikey?
Better. And then I only just had a 729. I mean, it's an easy game. It's an easy skill. It's an easy skill when you use a big red wiffle bat. Now, I'm not saying it's easy when you use a little slim slammer yellow gimmick. You know what I mean? I get that.
Yeah, I'll tell you something funny. I very, very rarely order bowling balls in addition to bowling balls that are on my current contract through Brunswick.
Likewise.
But I'm telling you right now, dude, I am so antsy to get up and do something right now because I can't do anything. I actually emailed my ball rep and placed one of the biggest bowling ball orders of my life.
I'm surprised you haven't maxed out a credit card by now.
I said, look, dude, I really need to have these sent here so I can at least look at them and go drill them.
And then there's something for you to look forward to. You can take a few steps, you drill one ball, then you got 38 more bowling balls left, and then you can eventually get them.
Right. But I thought it was kind of funny that in the midst of all this, that's what I'm thinking about is just – and then to me, it's like it's the easiest of the poisons. Like, do I immediately jump back into weightlifting? Do I immediately get back on the golf course before it gets too cold, or do I throw a bowling ball?
And how many did you order, by the way?
I'd rather not disclose that. But
is Brunswick going to get mad at you?
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works.
I got you.
But I will say that I'll need more than 2 rollers to carry them.
Got it.
So we're talking about your balls, Johnny?
You're still vague.
Yes.
Nice. I love it when we talk about your balls. Sorry about that, guys. My boss is on vacation, so I'm on call. And if they call me this late at night, it's a problem. So I apologize for.
We understand.
Video games. Yes, I do have some clips for you guys.
Let the video gamer be the one on call, too. That's smart business decisions for that company. It
is. I know it is.
It's like, what is it, a fishing tackle and insurance company that you work for or something like that? It's all the same?
Yes, pretty much. Okay.
How did you make that strike?
What the hell system is this?
What are you talking about? This is what he's been playing.
This is 1977 on the RCA2 Classic, which I had, actually, a black and white system. That's the first ever.
How do you think he got to be the 20th ranked bowler in the world, man? Look at this.
That's true. He's right. He's right about that. I believe I have 17 majors now, Johnny, on the game.
By the way, I've been bowling well.
I have a question as we're watching this.
Yes.
Do we think it's possible to throw a strike in this game?
On that game, probably not. No, it's probably impossible.
Well, I'll tell you something. I've been bowling so well that I actually had to turn to a square bowling ball. The league made me do it, just like this one. So
I didn't know that was
had
possible.
to actually use a square bowling ball to bowl, and I still shoot 700.
That's crazy. So this is the first bowling game that I had on the Intellivision. I love the shit out of this game. It's also the first licensed game. So you can change the slickness, which I don't even know if that really makes a
patterns, man.
In the game. Yeah. You can do up to 16 pounds. This is the game. It's rudimentary, but I mean, in 1980, this was like...
Oh my God, this is fantastic.
This is the shit.
Get there. Oh, God.
The Belmo strike.
That was, and it slapped a 10. That's actually
it slapped a 10 like 8 minutes later. That must be those string pins or something they're using. Oh, look at that ball coming in. Jesus, that ball hit up 5, buddy.
Ball on a fucking
but even in this is Atari. I know
this is Atari. Anywhere. Yeah, you can tell the shitty Atari. A year later, that tells you how much.
Even in 1980, they're throwing the ball straight up 5. Ain't that a beautiful thing?
That's
right. Look where he's standing in the gutter.
That's my line, man. Don't slop up my line.
Like he's going up the cap. Look at that thing peel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he flushed it.
He did. He flushed.
That should have been a 4-pin.
Flushed. Get there. Is that Norm? Yes.
There it is. That's how I look when I get a strike too.
This is the first bowling arcade game in 1986. I don't know if you ever saw this one, Johnny. I don't remember this one at all. But it's called
Alley Master. Not ringing any bells. What's up, Jesse?
I didn't hear no bill.
Plastic bowl's not working this year, but I.
Is that a chick or a dude?
I think it's a chick.
She's got a nice ass.
She's a lefty.
I hope it. You know what? This is not bad here. That looks like my typical first warm-up shot.
I was going to say, she got good form for picking off a 10-pin. She's got a cute little butt. Look at that waist.
That's the second time you said it. I really hope
I know.
it's a
I
man.
really hope. What if it's a dude? I'm going to be
Nice
upset.
adjustment. Nice adjustment, you
What's
dick.
nice?
It's warm-ups. Come on. The first ball don't count. Oh, we can't get any more better than this. Look at
10th
these
frame.
graphics.
All right, Johnny. Is that a pro in that picture? Can you tell by like the clothes or the style?
The follow-through looks like Don Carter, but he's too high up, so it's not Don Carter.
Okay.
This looks like the Commodore 64.
It's definitely a familiar-looking release. I mean, it's way too old to be Jeff Safino, but it could be Jeff Safino if it was, but it's not him in
I
1987.
could make up names too, dude.
Ocho, this was on the Commodore 64, so good.
No, I have this, dude. Hell yeah.
Ooh, the Commodore 64, huh?
This has cool freaking sounds.
This looks like the mural that they have painted entering the South Point Plaza. Now all you need the guy is on lane 3 to aim at the guy on lane 7.
Meathead? They got the guy's name is Meathead?
Or Meth Head. I don't know.
Meth Hat?
Me that.
Me that.
Oh, Met Hat.
Those aren't the right graphics. I mean, the right sounds. I'm telling you, Commodores are better.
David Rosenbaum looking forward to some 10-pin alley. That's coming up.
I love that game.
Spoiler alert.
That's from the
That
Commodore
game
too,
was
isn't
great.
it?
No.
No.
Oh, no, that's PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful spare. Yeah, Dave, I was thinking the same thing. Couldn't be Duke in 87, though.
Johnny, I bet we played the fuck out of this in the arcade with the rollerball gimmick.
Yep.
Remember that?
I was never.
Is this with the slider?
Yes.
This game would always just get me disgruntled because I was already a really, really good bowler in real life, and I used to not be great at this one, and it bothered me.
Right, this should make a 140 bowler bowl way better, and you already have a a 220 average.
It says hook,
And this
but I never
guy's
knew how
just-
to hook it. We would just roll it.
rapid fire, smoking him. This guy. I mean, this
And
is
this is
showing
you're
off
using
now.
that what is it? What do they call it?
Rollerball?
Shuffleboard thing or whatever?
Not just like it's
Yeah.
a ball that you just like take your thumbs on and just flick it.
Oh, it's a ball? It doesn't have the little slider thing around it that keeps it flat?
No, it's a rollerball. You just fucking
Oh, like a golden tee you're talking.
yes.
Meanwhile, the guy's on the front 7. Just letting you know. he's on the front 7. Come on, get it out. Get it out.
there it goes.
Oh, let's go.
He's
Let's
got
go.
freaking 1 pound pins, probably. That's why.
Got the first 9.
Dead aim.
He's gonna choke. He's gonna throw a freaking. He's gonna leave a ring in 10. Not on this one.
Uh-oh.
Next ball.
I mean,
Next
these
ball
are
is
just
freaking-
quality, beautiful
There's a
strikes,
split.
too.
Split.
Yes.
Flushed
Shit,
it.
he got it.
300.
Congratulations.
I had to show
However,
the whole thing. That was pretty funny.
That's a fantastic game. And what's his name?
I don't know. I cut it off.
What is Dynamite Bowl? What is this?
Dynamite Bowl. This was on the Japanese system called the Famicom, which was the precursor for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was released only to those in the Japanese land. But I thought for 1987 it wasn't bad.
Those pins are not shaped correctly. I don't like it.
They look like milk bottles.
jugs. Yeah, they do.
Nice
There's
shot,
my
asshole.
warm-up shot.
Stink.
I'm just learning the pattern. First, got to figure out the pattern.
Look at this. With the width of
Throw
this
it to 1
bowling weight.
o'clock. Throw it to 1 o'clock, Joe.
Curve.
Oh, horrible pin reaction, right?
Nice,
Candle
nice
pin. You
lead.
should get one more
Oh
throw.
yeah, that game sucked. All right,
I love this game.
everybody had this game, right?
Oh,
Everybody.
yeah.
This looks like Tapper. What is this?
I still remember
This
the music
game,
and
man.
everything, dude.
This was in the arcade, or was it regular
Yeah, this is for the Nintendo.
Damn. I was playing real stuff like Blades of Steel. My bad.
Doesn't it look like the chick on the bottom is just flipping you off with both fingers?
Yes.
That's the Pete Weber and Stone Cold all rolled into one.
Pretty much.
Look at the size of these bowling lanes.
They're huge, right?
This
Dude, if
is
you
like
throw a
20
gutter-
boards in between each arrow.
They're just as long as they are wide. Ah, how
That-
did you leave that?
That form looks like my dad letting it go.
A 6-7 though, off a flush. I just don't understand that.
Dude, this has such a hint of Super Mario Brothers music to it.
Oh, we're going back up, huh?
We're going back up all for this one, yeah.
He overcut it! He
What
overcut
a
it!
beautiful, beautiful attempt. Great try.
This is the first bowling game for the Super NES. Super Bowling, which
That's a clever
everything
name.
that was released on SNES was Super this, Super that. But this was not a good game.
I never even
Sure.
heard of this game.
It's your
That chick's
typical
cute.
cartoony Nintendo bullshit back in
But
the
I'm
day.
glad they picked her. Yeah, now we're talking.
And you saying this was Super Nintendo?
Yes.
So they really didn't give a shit about this game.
No,
That
they
button-
didn't.
Get that. Get
She
that
flushed it,
button
though.
into that. No chick looks like that walks in the bowling alley either. Just like
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
well,
You're right.
at first I thought it was Diana Zavyalova. It's not. This one was a good game.
besides her.
The first Brunswick game to come out for the Super Nintendo.
So is this licensed then? This one, if it's got Brunswick on it?
Well, I mean, there's
Yeah.
Walter Ray.
Yeah,
That's
they
Walter
merged
right
with
there. Holy shit.
THQ, I believe.
THC.
Yes.
But this game had the Violet Quantum in it, and I had actually had a Violet Quantum. So this had to be around 1994, 95.
Yeah, around there, Johnny.
And I used to play this game, my God, religiously. Is this
I did
also
too.
Super Nintendo?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is right in your wheelhouse, Johnny.
Yeah, this game was great. It made a lot of sense to me.
Of course, this guy
You're
sucks.
using the same
I mean,
ball, but you're changing your hook angle and your power. That's what a real athlete would do, rather than changing balls every freaking throw. You got your power and your spin.
And I always
Change your
like the
hand position.
projection. I feel like the ball projects off the bowler's hand correctly in this game. I mean, this guy's terrible.
Oh, he's horrible.
That's
Yeah.
Missed
This
the
is
head pin
great how
twice
bad he
already.
the reason I lost interest in playing that game was because it took so long to complete a tournament.
Yes. Agreed.
You know?
So 10-pin alley. Johnny,
I
can't
remember
tell
this
you.
game because I remember when you'd make a spare or strike, one of the dudes went, eh.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct. Like a little nerdy dude. So I would stay up all night playing this game. Like just hours upon hours. 7-8 hour
Totally.
stretches. I love this fucking game. For the PlayStation 1, 10-pin alley.
9-pound resin. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
They make a lot of
People-
those these days.
The
Must
people
be
that
a
are playing
Columbia
these
scout.
games. The people that are playing these games suck. Like I should review all these games instead of these assholes.
I think I made my own guy on this too.
You
No,
can.
no, you didn't make it. You could pick him, and then you could save it on the memory card.
Correct.
9-pound resin. It's
Clearly
a
the
Columbia
people-
scout.
Clearly, the people playing these games don't know anything about bowling.
The people
Well,
making the
most
games don't
people
know anything
don't.
about bowling.
That was a horrible shot.
And 10-pin alley. I remember this, God, like it was yesterday.
All right, Johnny. The real Brunswick games.
It's in the game. Oh,
All
wait.
right. EA Sports.
EA skill. It's in the game.
Parker. There's Parker.
It was Randy.
Walter Ray.
That's Ricky Ward, because I know
Ricky
you guys didn't know that one.
I know who Ricky Ward is. He's a lefty.
Yeah,
Come on.
Ricky Ward, that lefty. Everybody knows.
King of the
him.
Hill. He's king of the hill, man.
And there's that dude.
Totally. Very good, Rob.
He's Hank
Baldy.
Hill.
I also have
Tell me,
his.
tell me
Yeah,
who that
Robert-
is, boys. For 2 points, tell me who that is.
He sells propane. Hank Hill, King of the Hill.
That- That is
Romick.
Very good.
Is that him, dude?
Very good.
No,
How the
come
fuck
on.
did you get that?
Because I saw.
How
on
the
a
fuck
classic
did
bowling.
you get that?
Is that
Yeah, I
that's really him?
That's Justin Romek.
I didn't know his first name because I saw one match and it was him and Dick Weber in a dual gimmick, and I saw it like freaking like 5 years ago, and I got a wicked good memory. It was like
Okay,
classic bowling.
now you've really done it all.
Adam Gretzky. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
Thanks, Big A. Drive safe.
Yeah, drive safe.
Tell
man.
Uncle Wayne that I love. Oh, never mind. He spells it differently.
Are you doing this right now, Rob?
I'm just playing the video. It's
So it just happened to stop on Justin Romek for like 10
Oh,
seconds.
I
after
paused. I'm sorry. I paused it.
Oh, that. So what's his first name? Justin.
Justin. Yeah.
Did I say Rome? I think I got his name right too.
You said
Romick.
Ronick, like Jeremy
JD,
Roenick.
me too.
Jeremy
me
Roenick.
too. Here comes Albie. Watch how slow and deliberate they try and make it look like him throwing the ball. Meanwhile, That says zone defense, and it looks like a riot zone.
Meanwhile,
Come on,
the triangles suck. They didn't even change.
No, why is he throwing
Oh.
it dead straight? What are you doing? This guy stinks. Who's ever playing for Albany? He would never leave that.
Never. You would never ever leave it.
He does do that,
Rob,
though, right?
Are you
like
embarrassed?
that top to bottom thing?
Being the sensational player that you are now, Rob, are you embarrassed?
Oh, absolutely.
God,
Yes.
awful they are. Roll that tape. Mike Albany
1,000%.
curves it, man. Look at that. It's got one rev on it. The entering. This is not good.
Here's the real Brunswick. This fucking game. I still have it in my PlayStation.
Where's Anna Cheeks and Colonel Beers?
Oh, by the way, I got to give a huge shout out to Brian Paul. Be peasy. Congratulations on the birth of his new baby boy, Zachary.
Yes,
So now, Be Peasy has a Z Peasy.
Brunswick Pro Circuit 2. I still
And
play
he won't
this game
sleep easy.
to this day.
That's Albie.
There's Cheeks. She heard you, Oach.
Oh, there we go.
Woo!
My favorite person. I even got her first name almost right.
Okay, I don't know if I ever played this one.
Really,
The ball's
dude,
not
this-
even round. It looks like Fred Flintstone going freaking bowling. Shit.
My favorite feature in this game is the skins game.
Okay.
I love playing it where, obviously.
You mean like shirts and skins or something?
It's like bowling, or golf if you.
No, I know. I
know
get it.
you know
You
skins
carry the
is.
frame over and
Yes, correct.
Control zone.
Yeah.
That ball was another boat anchor.
JD says he played this at his house, so.
Hell yeah, we did. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, we did. Now I remember. And they even have Cosmic Bowl. I mean, that's how ahead of the times they were here in like this was like 2001, I think.
Yeah, I think this is around the time that I stopped playing video games. This is my junior year of high school. I was playing varsity baseball and bowling.
And
I
get
had
ass.
I had a girlfriend. No, I had a girlfriend. And I loved her.
Hey, when was
junior
bowling
year.
season? Because baseball, I know, started around end of March, middle end of March.
Bowling was a winter sport. So we got done, I'd say, I don't know, January.
And they do have
somewhat.
Carolier was in this game.
I remember wrestling and like baseball was like literally 2 days later after like one of our last tournaments. And we were playing in the freaking freezing cold, but still, we were still playing baseball.
Meanwhile, did you guys just notice that they even had the blue oil technology in video games 20 years ago?
That's probably where I
did.
tried to steal the idea from 10 years ago.
Oh, who's that guy under? Meanwhile, any of y'all know who Linda Nori is now?
No idea.
Wouldn't she be the same person then?
Yeah, now she's Linda Barnes. Linda Nori is Linda Barnes.
Was she on there? I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Steve Jaros. I love Steve.
Yeah, Violet Quantum, Steve Jaros. That looks exactly like Steve Jaros throwing the ball. Get there. See, this
There
guy
we go.
knows what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy knows what he's doing. Is this Jaros pre-glasses or no glasses?
I can't tell.
Wow, that really does look like him throwing the ball. That's fantastic. Man, they look flooded in the middle on this
Tell you, this
condition.
game was so good, dude. This thing was so good. All right, moving on.
Oh God, I have a
Esports.
sanctioned 300 in this game.
Everybody does.
In my condo at Morehead State while I was in college. God,
Everybody played this fucking game. This Wii Sports kind of really got people back in the living room with the family and just played tennis and golf and
Broke
bowling and all that,
TVs
so-
because they didn't freaking use that little wrapper gimmick, so they throw the remote
Yes,
through the damn
exactly.
thing.
Yeah, that strap proved to be vital over time. It really
Think
did.
about that. The most important piece was the friggin' $1.50 strap that hooks on via a loop around the remote.
I know this guy.
Was
Is
that
it like
Rob
the dude from
Francois
Punch-Out?
Yep. Like quantum bias.
with your quantum bias pearl? All stinks. Someone is heating up.
That's because he
Look
threw the
at
ball
this.
twice. He sweats.
Look at that rollout, man. Just that hook set motion.
That's Amleto-like from the right side. If it was a
Man,
right.
you are good at this game, sir.
Flushing him, dude.
This is what I told my nephew. Like, he's throwing at 11 o'clock. I said, throw at 1 o'clock.
I mean, what? Like, do you ever miss?
Oh, I do. I shot 150 before we got on here tonight.
Now, let me
couldn't
ask
find
you
the
this.
fucking pattern at all.
Do the lanes change throughout the game?
Oh,
Like,
yes. Oh, yes, they do.
Interesting.
Yes, they do.
Rob's like making it like it's so. Oh yeah, you betcha. There's breakdown. There's a hang spot.
No, there
Isn't
is.
it crazy?
Like, just because I have 6 300s doesn't mean like I have some bad games.
You
A lot of
push
bad
two
games.
buttons.
It is crazy to see how far we've come in just.
It's actually pretty
what,
it is
40
wild
years?
though, because it's
40
actually a
years.
true roll. It literally
Right.
follows a true pattern, a true bowling roll.
This is the most realistic bowling game there is.
I'd love to watch you throw a ball that's not this ball. I'm so sick of this fucking bias pearl. Oh, congrats!
I do have a 300.
Yeah,
I do have a 300 with the red Black Widow Legend. I do have one with that.
Very nice.
I also have one with a purple hammer. And I have one with, what am I using now?
You should use one of the ones I have.
Yeah, Ocho. Can you name them?
A gravity shift is one of them, because he said it a couple weeks ago.
Very good, sir.
There you go. That is the history of bowling games. That's
Oh, and the winner. Remember, I had to show it on the.
It's a very nice little medley you put together there.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate
Nice,
it.
nice trip down memory lane. Very nice.
Did
It
you
was.
do that, or you just clicked on YouTube for bowling
No,
through the
fuck
years?
face. I clipped them all together at work today. I mean, at home.
That's why you're getting
After
calls
work.
on call. Rob, weren't you
But,
supposed to do those invoices? Yeah, I was making YouTube videos. What do you want from me?
But I mean, that's just amazing. Like where it started with these little dots and shit on the screen, right? To realistic physics and bowling balls and oil breakdown and all that.
How about the fact that all those dots and little things still got played to bejesus well, at least I'm sure I used to play it when I was a kid, but I didn't have it. So I'd have to go to my cousin's because he had bowling. Right. And there was one where you could actually like control the bowling ball the whole time, and you could just go back and forth, and it would literally shred the rack like this.
I do. Actually, I think I played that. I think
that was my
3
skill
years
level.
old, and you were like 13.
I wanted it to be like a house shot, so that was my skill level.
Capcom Bowling 300. I don't think I ever bowled 200 in that game, or maybe I did. And I'm just thinking of it. Who knows? Doesn't matter.
I can never throw it straight. I would roll it off to the side or whatever. I can never like get both thumbs on it and try to flick it straight up. I couldn't do it. About that.
So do bowlers look too into the video game and do worse? Like I know you said with that rollerball thing, you didn't do that good, JP. But like, were you because you knew enough already? You knew everything about bowling that when you got 10-pin alley, where you're like, okay, I gotta get my feet to the right, and I'm gonna throw it over the third arrow, break it out to the whatever board, and go 8-4. I don't know what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying.
I always expect the pins to fall the way they do in real life.
In real life, right?
Yeah. So when they don't, I'm like, I get mad
like,
that.
How did that happen?
Yeah, I'm like, I can't even make the right move right now, because I don't know what to do.
This house sucks.
Yeah. But no, other than that, no. I enjoyed the games that like Dad and the Brunswick staffers were in because we're a Brunswick family. So those are always more fun for me to play because I'm like playing a video game with my dad in it.
Yeah, that's
so
kind
cool.
of the only time we get to do it is when we create us, except that new Ocho game that's coming out from EA Sports next year.
It's in the game.
It's not about bowling or sports.
I'm going to try to show you my arsenal and my stats.
Yes,
it's
I
a
love
family
it.
show, Rob. We can't be doing that. Oh,
no,
bowling,
I want to
never
see
mind.
this.
Oh, I thought he was talking about something else. I didn't know it was bowling.
Give it a
Nice.
second. It's and
Thanks to everybody that's here, by the way.
But yeah,
Yes, we know you're not all nerds and you're watching the World Series because I am too.
you.
Thank everybody for being here.
And there's
And
still
go check out the
20%.
sponsor. Look at this promo code Rad Rob, and you get vitamins and energy drinks and the stuff that Rad Rob uses to maintain his health every day.
Come
I
on.
can't see what the sponsor name is, though.
What are you trying to load over here? Or are you trying to show us yo shit?
Fuck. I'm going to stop sharing it for now. But yes,
Get that plug in, Rob.
Johnny,
I'm not kidding anymore. What is the name of the place?
Start peddling their sponsors, Johnny. They're fucking making money.
Bubbly? Isn't that one?
Well, we got one guy flat and
It's
one
called
guy
this.
sick, and then you two are the ones that are going to do the sponsorship. I got you. about the health stuff.
Straight Up 5 is
All right.
brought to you by Reaper. For the best name in clothing, contact Reaper at reaper.com. Specializing in hoodies, tank tops, flannels, and stretchy, flexible, breathable undergarments. For more information and to visit one of our 4 fantastic flavors, including this month's creation, Green Goblin, courtesy of Halloween, please visit bubbly at bubbly.com. That's probably not correct.
What happened to Reaper?
Oh, I just fed it to the other one? Shit. Oh, that's right. I was doing clothes. That's
He
right.
went from clothes to Green Goblins, and I'm like, well, shit, I guess. I mean, unless he's talking about a new thong that Reaper's putting out.
Nice. Well, we were going
Green
somewhere.
Goblin up your ass.
Some of the greatest ideas come from
These
nothing,
are
right?
my
All right, so Rad Rob owns the 9-pound house ball
my
at South
boys.
Point. Very good.
and
Promo
so
code
much
Rad Rob.
fun.
Just put it in
things
anything
watch.
you see in your search engine, and hopefully it works.
We've got a
All
little
right, I'm
bit
gonna
of...
stop sharing the screen because it's giving me too much memory. It's rough.
All right, yeah, go on. I'm
I'll
ready.
read off balls to you, Jeff.
Your mic goes out sometimes. Maybe that's what it
I
is.
have-
You get
Do we get jiggy with it? No.
you start skipping, I guess, when you
Fuck,
start
you guys hear
sharing
me?
your screen. We got you. It just you don't hear us now. Oh,
I
hear
only
you.
kind of hear
It's,
it.
Stop sharing.
Now I hear him.
I hear him perfectly. It's so that's what's happening when you. That's why, because all of a sudden you get choppy, and
Losing
like it's
weight memory.
your
Yeah,
microphone skips a little bit. So you have like a
It's not what we're doing
1998
right
Windows 98 computer that you're using for your show. Oh, he's using a Commodore 64. That's how we got all those games on it. That's
Yes, I do.
in his disk drive. That's right. Welcome to Straight Up 5. we keep it nostalgic. Is
No,
someone
we
going to
do.
say
Ocho!
anything? What is going on here?
I'm still waiting to see if he's putting something on.
I don't know. He's been sitting there staring
I'm
off
trying,
into
Johnny.
freaking
I'm
space for the last 8 minutes.
No, we can go to a different topic. We're just
And he's
waiting
talking,
to see
but he's
if-
talking to nobody. He's like literally
Yeah.
talking to
He's just
nobody.
like,
We just
what are you doing?
you
What
sound
do we
like
do?
you sound like Bret Hart's dad, whatever his name was. What was his name? Shit.
I don't know.
It's too hard.
Yeah, get him by the Stu Hart. You get him in the back of the neck, and you put him in the chicken wing here, and they can't move, they can't breathe. That's all you do.
Over here. Yeah. Come here.
That's what he's doing.
Johnny,
Boy,
what's next
Rob really got
for you,
fucked
Johnny?
up here, huh?
Can you not hear me? at all?
Honestly, man, just
We can hear you,
No, we can
Rob.
hear you,
Nothing
but
is
it's like-
wrong.
it's like a really bad dub of like where like Rumble in the Bronx with Jackie Chan. That's like it's like
There's
I
a
hear-
major delay. It's like
I
or like
hear-
when
guys, can you hear me?
or it's like in Police Academy when Michael Winslow was trying to pretend he was the ninja guy, and he's like, "Damn you!" and he's his mouth
Yeah.
isn't at all correlated with the words.
Yeah, it's like you're here.
Turn
but
your
you're just
YouTube
really
off
vague.
and turn your Commodore off so it doesn't use the last of your 8-bit memory on your computer.
Like
You
right
can't
now,
pretend
I
you're
can't
frozen
tell
like
if-
me. Oh, he was frozen. Shit, I can imitate it. He can. He actually was frozen. This is a
Well,
great
I guess
show.
I'll answer his question while he's.
What was the
stuck.
question?
He said, "So what are your next plans, Johnny?"
Oh,
And then
when
I
did
was
he
gonna
say
say,
that? 'Cause I didn't see his
well,
mouth
Rob,
move.
I was going to say, well, Rob, my next plans are to continue laying down because can't really do much else. I'm cleared
And then
from
what?
the doctor clears me to go back to work on November 8th. So until then, I'll be watching World Series games, studying some shit on the computer.
And
I do a
staring
lot
at
of-
those bowling balls when they get there. Who's going to bring him in
Yeah.
the house?
Oh, probably Rochelle.
All
Well,
right.
she'll get him into the garage.
Right. She's going to leave him in the box just to that'll be your therapy because you're going to wind up crawling out there one night going, oh, I got to see what this looks
Yeah,
like.
I just want to see what they look like.
It is
I
something to
don't-
be hopeful about.
I don't know how other people feel about when they get bowling balls, but when I get bowling balls, like when I unveil them, like I'll take a prime example because I remember this ball particularly. There was a very, very short period of time where I didn't throw Brunswick products. I threw Storm. This was in the early 2000s. And they came out with a ball called the X Factor.
Seems the whole world is out to get you.
Yeah, that's a good time. That's a good time. He wasn't talking or anything.
Nothing seems right.
He's off.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying, but you can't let go.
I thought you were going to give a monologue, so I'm just gonna play your theme in the background. That's all.
You played it so loud that it
was too loud. If it was lower, I would have kept going.
Background fodder is fine, but you guys can't let.
Anyway, it's
tell us about the
2003.
bowling balls.
I can't do a monologue at that level.
Bowling balls.
Anyway, my bowling. Can I just fucking tell you the story, please? Can I just fucking tell you the story, please? In 2003, the X Factor came out from Storm, and back then they used to have.
All right, that's all we got for tonight, Johnny. So, Ocho, what's your Twitter handle?
Stop it!
I'm just fucking. Johnny,
you are just kidding. Oh, he's so funny.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with Johnny because he's in pain. So I gotta make him laugh.
Oh, you're making him laugh. He's quitting the show.
Johnny, I'll have my stats for you, and
fuck you and your stats, Rob.
In my ball list next week. I can't get both to run at the same time, so that's why I was all fucked up.
I don't give a shit anymore. You've disgraced and disrespected.
Seriously, this is an awful debacle, and now it's all your fault again.
2003, Johnny.
So never allowed.
2003.
In 2003, the X Factor came out, or 2002, and the Storm was notorious for having splashes on the bowling ball. In other words, like the X Factor was dark purple and dark blue and like dark like maroon, and where the colors would meet and like pull off the ball when they were making it, it would make a splash that almost looked like a white cirrus cloud on the ball, like a big splat on the ball that would be those colors brighter. And so certain balls would have bigger splats than others would on the ball. And every time I open a box, I'm like, I really hope to God that I have like one of these color mash splats on this ball, because I want my ball to be pretty. I just want it to be pretty when I take it out of the box, and then I can strike with it. If I hate the way it looks, or like I hate the way it looks coming off my hand, I can't mentally accept the bowling ball.
You can't make your own and put them on top of it afterwards?
I'm trying, but you can't let go.
And actually, I don't know what that's like, because I have 2 bowling balls in my basement at the other house that have a giant thumb hole because they're already drilled for somebody else and they were given to me. So again, and I'm so lazy, I got them a year and a half ago. I haven't gotten them drilled yet. But it is exciting to know that I have them there. That's just probably why I get outdated.
Put tape in the ball, it'll be fun.
No, it's got
go
the thumb hole where
3
the thing
minutes.
spins.
Yeah,
and it comes out, you know what I mean? Like, so I got to fill it, give it to, Fury and everybody.
Or you can just make an interchangeable thumb for that ball.
Yep, just take your thumb right off and just put another one on.
If the pitches are close, and then from there you leave the interchangeable thumb, and then worst case scenario, if the span's wrong, then you
change
just
your fingers.
Move the fingers.
There's a lot of ifs going on here.
A lot, yes.
Well, I do have some expertise in this field, so
a little bit.
If you would,
little bit.
Decent.
Come on, Ocho, do the little bit.
The best in stone like candy.
All right, we'll get you some more.
Rob, you ruined this show worse than any other show you ruined before. Like,
it was a good show until the end.
It was an okay show with hopes of becoming good, but you just made sure that was not going to happen for some reason. Why are you sabotaging us? I'm trying to get the plugs in, and you got your Commodore locking up. You got your disk drive, your 5 1/4-inch disk drive that's not freaking loading up summer games like we asked. This is it's a railroad going down off a cliff.
Well, I'm sure you can do the software drops and edit half that out. So.
I'm not going to anymore because we don't even have any more comments anymore.
That's true.
Nobody's commenting.
Well, we kind of went astray, which is okay. Again,
how about I just write some hay?
I can make things out of clay and lay by the bay. I just may.
What do you say?
By the way,
I
just started watching Breaking Bad. I know it's like 10 years too late, but what a fucking great show.
Best show.
I know I've tried to start that show at least 5 times. I make it halfway through the first episode.
I was hooked in the first 88 seconds.
I was the same way, Johnny. My wife and I tried it. We're like, it's too fucking dark. I'm like,
took me 88 seconds and I was in. Brian
That doesn't
Cranston in
bother
his
me.
undies and a camcorder. I was like, hell yeah, that's for me.
It's very hard for me to finish a series, guys. I got to be honest.
Really?
Like,
Well,
I
now's the
finished-
perfect time.
I finished Stranger Things. That's like one of the first ones that I finished in a long time.
Awesome.
What was the one that had the greatest fucking opening scene in like the history of cinema? The Political Show with Jeff Daniels.
Dumb and Dumber.
Come on, they ask him why America is the greatest country.
Oh,
in the world.
9/11. Isn't it called 9/11 or something?
No.
Okay. It was on
Anyway,
Hulu. Oh, all right.
Even that show, I couldn't make it. I watched
You don't even know the damn title.
Designated Survivor. I couldn't make it more than 4 episodes. I made it to season 3 of Manifest, and I was like, "This is fucking getting
So
stupid."
you haven't watched Cobra Kai?
I've made it halfway through season 2 of Cobra Kai,
Oh,
and I enjoyed the cheesiness of it. But guys, I'm ADHD, man. I fucking lose interest in shit.
Dude, so
quick.
am I, big time. I'm freaking borderline Rain Man. You're trying to tell me you gotta commit, damn it.
Well, how many episodes a night do you watch when you watch a show that has 4
All in
seasons?
one day. It doesn't
Of
matter.
course you do. So what happens to me is after I watch 6 episodes, I say to myself, I've been on the couch for 4 fucking hours. I haven't done anything in fucking 4 hours. What the hell am I doing?
I've done something.
shoot
I watched
myself.
6. I watched 6 episodes of Awesomeness, and I want
Wayne.
7, and then I want 8.
Wayne, that's a great one because that's one show that not only have I finished it twice.
West Wing. Yes.
Love
Great show.
that show. Love that.
What about
show.
24, Johnny?
With Jack Bauerhaus?
Yeah, dude.
Nope, never
That
saw
was-
an episode.
Not one.
Not one.
But you know who Jack Bauer is.
Because when I used to play cards with Rhino Page, and we would play blackjack, whenever he would get 2-4 as his whole cards, he would scream Jack or like Texas Hold'em bonus, whatever table game.
Right.
He would just put his cards down and say Jack Bauer mop, Jack Powerhouse. And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
That's not a good
Jack
poker
Bauer.
hand. It's not a good poker play though either. Like even if there's no chance of bluffing, obviously.
Well, no,
No,
like the novelty game, the games in the casino where you're playing the dealer,
Oh, right on.
where it doesn't matter what gets pulled. Yeah, he would scream Jack Bauer, Hoss.
At least Amel's here. That's what's important.
Ocho.
That's right.
He knows. All right, Rob,
Well,
let's
let's-
end this debacle. What do you say?
No, people like this topical shit.
What
TV
were the
and
TV
food and
shows?
all that.
Really? This is what they like? You can tell by the comments pouring in.
Sopranos, Johnny. Sopranos.
I never watched the whole show, but I enjoyed what I did watch.
Jesus Christ.
I don't like.
Can we just put you on like Ritalin or something? Just sit down in front of the TV and just watch a fucking series?
Dude,
Or give you a back injury?
I need to move, man. I need to fucking move.
You're
around.
talking to a guy that did not sit down for 5 days straight at your house.
That's true.
But once you get
I'm not
in it,
talking to you though. I'm answering Rob.
No,
I know.
I'm saying no, but
Oh.
you said you need to move. Who needs to move? This guy. But still, it can be done. You got to be disciplined.
You're also a doctor.
we have 2 minutes left.
I'm not adopted.
Whoa. Well, let's take these next 2 minutes to thank you,
Plug our
Rob,
sponsor.
for
Ruining another
yeah.
show.
Like me for what? Sucking at my job? I mean, sure, thanks.
No, I thought the video game medley you put together was fantastic. We touched on the PBA expanding their schedule. It's awesome that they're going back to a lot of historic bowling facilities, whether they've been renamed or not, rebranded or not, completely disgraced or not. At least we're going back to them. It's nice to have the outreach to see if there's going to be any chance to keep bowling on the rise that it is on a little bit. And let's see how it goes this year.
And next week we won't be up against the World Series, so we'll be back to our normal crowd.
Which,
But
by
we
the
do
way, I
appreciate-
can't wait to go watch that game right now.
Yeah. Well, you got 30 seconds, and then you can go watch it.
Excellent.
Ocho, what's your Twitter handle? At
At
the Dr Ocho. Johnny P, what's your Twitter?
At JPJR07. Thanks as always for being here, everybody. Sincerely appreciate you coming by. Feel free to hit that like button, follow us, subscribe, whatever. And whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook, every single like helps. Thank you so much, guys.
Okay. Comment of the night. John, you look like you're 300 pounds sitting like that.
Ironically, I feel like I look like I'm 300 pounds sitting like this right now.
But you're jacked,
But-
300 pounds.
But I'm still only 220.
On that note, we do appreciate everyone that stopped by tonight and hung out. I'm sorry that the end of the show was a debacle, but I still think it was a good show, despite what Ocho thinks. But Ocho's opinion, well, you know, it's his opinion, and everybody has one, and he's an asshole. Isn't that how it goes? I don't know.
Yep, you know.
Totally, 100%.
Guys, we'll see you next week for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr.
Thanks for listening to this edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. You can follow the show on Twitter at Straight Up 5 Pod. Follow Johnny Jr. at JPJR07. Follow Rad Rob at Rad Rob Gaming. And follow Dr. Ocho at the Dr. Ocho. Got a question for Johnny? Send your questions to straightup5podcast@gmail.com. We'll see you next time for another edition of Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. Right here on the Rad Rob Radio Network.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.